This girl could have died, like millions of other African children, but fate gave her a chance. 18 years ago, this Ethiopian baby was adopted by Hollywood actress Mary-Louise Parker. Thus, Aberash went from an orphanage in Africa to a luxurious mansion in Brooklyn. So, how has her life turned out since then? And what does she look like now? Watch the full video to find out. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell icon to get notified when I upload a new video. Let's get started. Ethiopia is a country where millions of kids struggle to survive. Among them are over 3 million orphans, many left to fend for themselves on the streets, without food, clean water, or education. 18 years ago, one of those children was a tiny 8-month-old baby girl named Aberash. Weak from hunger, she lay in an orphanage, barely clinging to life. Without help, her chances of survival were slim. And even if she did make it, her future would be filled with hardship, perhaps working in the fields, cutting sugarcane just to survive. But then, something happened, something that changed everything. In 2007, actress Mary-Louise Parker saw this little girl in need. At the time, she was already a mother to William Atticus, her son with ex-Billy Crudup, who reportedly left her during her pregnancy for actress Claire Danes. Despite the heartbreak, Mary-Louise focused on her career and her deep desire to give back. With a successful acting career, including her Emmy-winning role in Angels in America and her starring role in Weeds, Mary-Louise had built a net worth of approximately $16 million. But for her, true wealth wasn't just about money, it was about making a difference. That year, she ventured to Ethiopia with the organization Worldwide Orphans. During her visit, she met the baby girl, and something in her heart told her this child was meant to be hers. For Mary-Louise, this wasn't a sudden decision. It was a lifelong dream. I would daydream about it all the time. I thought about the fact that there were children who didn't have anything, and I felt like I could help. It was something that weighed on me, the Weeds star told People in her first interview on the subject. And so she made a life-changing decision. She adopted her. But bringing Aberash home wasn't as simple as signing papers. International adoption came with strict regulations, long waiting periods, and endless paperwork. Ethiopia required extensive background checks, home studies, and court approvals to ensure children were placed in safe, loving homes. Mary-Louise had to prove she was not only financially stable, but emotionally prepared to raise a child from a different culture. The process took months, with legal hurdles and travel back and forth between the U.S. and Ethiopia. When Aberash finally arrived in Brooklyn, everything was new. The sights, the sounds, even the language. Leaving behind her birthplace for a world of red carpets and city lights was a massive adjustment. But Mary-Louise was determined to make the transition as smooth as possible. She surrounded Aberash with love, stability, and a deep respect for her Ethiopian roots. She even kept her daughter's given name, Aberash, which means giving off light in Amharic. That's the only thing I have to give her that her parents left her. That's profound, and I wouldn't rob her of it, she told WebMD. Many celebrities face backlash for adopting internationally, but for Mary-Louise, this was never about publicity. It was about giving Aberash a second chance. The first days were a whirlwind for Aberash. Everything was unfamiliar: the house, the smells, even the way the air felt. But the one thing that stood out to her the most was her big brother William. From the moment she arrived, he was there, watching her with curiosity. At first, they didn't speak much. She was still learning English, and he wasn't sure what to say, but kids don't always need words. William started leaving little toys by her door, his favorite action figures, a stuffed animal he had since he was a baby. She didn't touch them at first, just stared at them as if trying to understand the gesture. But one morning, she walked into the living room, clutching the stuffed animal, and William grinned. That was the first silent yes between them. Within a week, Aberash was following William everywhere. She didn't need to know the words for Big Brother, she already knew what he was. In 2009, Mary-Louise Parker recalled in an interview, "One winter, I took them to a skating rink. Aberash had never skated before and was terrified, clinging to the railing. William didn't hesitate. He skated right over, took her hand and said, 'I won't let you fall.' And he didn't. He stayed right beside her, catching her whenever she wobbled. By the end of the day, they were racing each other across the ice, laughing so hard they could barely stand. Watching them, I knew they weren't just siblings on paper. They were siblings in every way that mattered. Mary-Louise Parker has always been fiercely protective of her children's privacy, keeping them away from the media spotlight. But that didn't mean she kept them away from her world. She often brought them to film and TV sets, letting them see what she loved firsthand. For her, it wasn't just about work, it was about sharing experiences, creating special memories, and strengthening their bond. She cherishes these little moments the most. In a 2015 interview with People, she recalled getting ready for an event when her son walked into her trailer and sweetly asked, "Where are you going, my beauty?" That one simple question meant everything to her. When it comes to her daughter, Caroline Ash Aberash, Mary-Louise speaks with pure admiration. She describes Ash as strong-willed and creative, a girl with a big personality who isn't afraid to be herself. One of their shared passions is makeup, something Ash loves to experiment with, just like her mom. For Mary-Louise, motherhood is the greatest gift of her life. No matter how demanding her career is, her children always come first. She has found a way to balance both worlds, ensuring they grow up feeling loved, supported, and truly seen. Mary-Louise Parker, now 60, has always kept her family close. Today, her children are carving out their own paths. Aberash, 18, and William, 21, share a unique bond with their mother, often spotted together at events like the Tony Awards, where they've become a familiar sight. Though the Parker family's public moments are few, they manage to keep their private lives just that, private. Aberash's schooling is kept under wraps, but given her mother's remarkable success, it's safe to say she attended prestigious institutions. Mary-Louise has always placed a high value on education and intellectual curiosity, and it's clear that Aberash was encouraged to explore both academic and creative pursuits, growing up in a home where learning and growth were paramount. William, on the other hand, has chosen a career in the creative world, just like his parents. As an actor and director, he's made his mark with films like 40 Winks and Atrabilious. His upcoming project, The Auction, will even feature Mary-Louise in a starring role. Despite her public persona, Mary-Louise has always believed that education shapes character. Aberash's path, though still largely a mystery, may have been influenced by these values. Though Aberash has yet to step into the spotlight in a big way, it's likely that her creative upbringing has sparked interests of her own, whether in music, theater, or another artistic field. For now, she lives comfortably with the resources her mother's success provides. As she matures, Aberash may choose to follow in Mary-Louise's footsteps or chart her own course in a different direction. What do you think? Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more. As always, thank you for watching. See you in the next video.